So, you think you got what it takes to become a freelancer? I've been a freelancer all my life, and let me tell you, if you're going to survive daring heists, tense negotiations, and brutal firefights, you're going to need to know a thing or two about cover and concealment. But if you have one and need the other, you may find yourself without enough protection or in the scope of a more devastating weapon system. You don't grow old in this line of work by being sloppy. If you listen to what I say, you may just survive until your next payday too. They call me Sensei, and these are my stories. First lesson. Cover stops a bullet. Concealment stops detection. Cover can usually provide some concealment, but concealment rarely provides any cover. So I was on a routine capture gig when the Mark identified my partner Fenrir. The deuce flipped over the table trying to get some cover in between us and himself while he ripped off 2 shots at me. It was a calculated decision, but damn was he bad at math. I moved into cover behind a load-bearing pillar while Fenrir jumped behind one of the booths and kept low as to stay out of sight. Second lesson. Thin cover is good, but thick cover is better. The Mark's shots ping off my pillar, unable to punch through or cause any damage to the structure. I squeeze off a few rounds of my own, and my rounds punched large holes through the flipped over table, but miss actually hitting the Mark. He still has his cover for now, but he wouldn't be able to handle much more from my heavy pistol until it was ineffective to use as protection. Third lesson. A solo is good, but a pair is better. Fenrir's voice comes over the earbud of my comlink.
You fix him, I'll flank him.
I load one of my extended capacity magazines and begin to squeeze off a steady barrage of rounds at the Mark in his cover. I wasn't looking to hurt him, though that would be an added bonus. I was focused on keeping his head down, his attention on me. If his head stays down, he wouldn't be up scouting and scanning for the sucker punch Fenrir was about to give him. Fourth lesson. Just because you have protection doesn't mean you are safe. The Mark blind fires a few more rounds that harmlessly ping against my pillar. He was oblivious to Fenrir, who lobbed a non-lethal arc grenade that landed within close proximity of him. When it detonated, neither me nor Fenrir were affected, but the Mark took the full force of the grenade, locking up and spazzing his muscles until he fell convulsing to the floor. Final lesson. The environment is ruthlessly neutral. If you respect it, it will fight for and with you. But if you neglect it, It will be a nuisance at best and your enemy at worst. Just because we subdued the mark doesn't mean the job is over. Alicia's streets are a maze of dark alleyways and congested roads, and sinister threats lurk beyond our current zone. A VTOL could drop a Corpo strike squad, a Datamancer might unleash a Machina against us, or a mage could summon an Ethereal to drain us of our essence. We would need to use every scrap of cover and concealment as possible, with our movement hindered dragging along the mark, until we rendezvous with our fixer and claim the payday we deserve. And if you still refuse to accept no as an answer and are ready to sit at the High Ruler's table, then maybe the life of a freelancer is for you. Remember, no one else decides your fate. We make our own luck, and fortune favors the bold. I hope you always hold the winning hand. May we meet again.